Manchester City 6, Chelsea 0. Chelsea's biggest ever defeat in Premier League history, and also the first time Chelsea conceded 6 goals in Premier League history. We were embarrassed, humiliated, annihilated, disgraced, and absolutely destroyed by Manchester City and ourselves. Hello there guys, and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my review of the... Jesus Christ, is this actually real? Do you know what I mean? Is this actually real? I feel like it's got to be a film. I feel like this cannot actually have happened. Well, to the review of Manchester City 6, Chelsea 0, and to be honest, I'm not sure what you're going to get from me right now. I'm not sure whether I'm going to lose my shit eventually, whether I'm going to be ridiculously calm, scarily calm, or whether, I don't know, I'm just going to talk bullshit. I don't know. Like, from 1-0 until 3-0, I was fuming. I was absolutely livid. At 4-0, I just started laughing because it just turned ridiculous. And then for the 5th and the 6th, I just turned depressed. Like, what on earth was that? See, if you've watched plenty of my videos so far, you know me. You know I always try to find at least a few positives everywhere. I mean, obviously, this is the review. There will be fan cams, a vlog. You know, do you want to see that? If you do subscribe and, you know, watch those and, you know, leave a like on this video for whatever reason. If you want to cheer me up, I guess, leave a like. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get into it. You know, I said I mentioned a few positives. We were good for 2 minutes. We actually controlled the game for 2 minutes. Higuain had 2 good movements, had his shots blocked. And, yeah, then Man City made it 1-0. You know, I mean, do you want to run through the lineup? It was pretty much what I said yesterday, except that Barkley started over Kovacic. Oh, and Pedro started over Willian. So it wasn't actually that close. Well, obviously, Kepa in goal, Azpilicueta, Alonso, Rudiger, David Luiz, Jorginho, Kante, like I said, Ross Barkley, Hazard, Pedro, and, you know, Higuain. Who cares, really? It doesn't really matter who played, in all honesty, except Alonso. Well, no, they all matter because they're all dog shit. But would it have made a difference had we started, say, Emerson? Probably not, maybe. Probably not, though. But yeah, and then City, 3 minutes in, made it 1-0. And that was just such a stupid goal. Like, you know, they had a free kick. And then I don't know what was happening. Alonso just was running towards the centre of the box for some reason. And then Bernardo Silva was just left completely by himself on our left-hand side, their right-hand side. Just received the ball from the basically free kick. They just passed it to him. A low pass, just straight to his feet. No one was with him. He fizzed across into the box. Didn't actually meet anyone around the 6-yard box. But then, you know, Raheem Sterling came storming at it from nowhere, basically, and just blasted in from, say, 10 yards or so. And, yeah, I mean, that was the perfect start, quite literally. The perfect start. I mean, Ross Barkley was absolutely livid at Marcus Alonso. I don't know what Alonso was doing. He just seemed he was totally unaware of Bernardo Silva, as if he didn't even know Bernardo Silva was there. I don't know. I just don't understand what he was doing. You know what? After the first 2 minutes, the first half an hour was embarrassing. It was shocking. It was everything bad that you can ever imagine in a football game. It was so bad. Aguero missed the sitter from inside the 6-yard box, and we were still 4-0 down at half time. Can you fucking imagine that? Aguero, one of the best strikers in the world, misses from inside the 6-yard box, and you're still 4-0 down at half time. How the fuck do you do that? Because in the 13th minute, Aguero, you know, even though he missed the sitter, you know, a couple of minutes before that, he just got an absolute screamer. Yes, it was a great goal from 30 yards, top corner. But at the same time we just didn't close them down. We just let them do whatever the fuck they wanted. And then Rudiger, you know, the last guy decided to kind of do something. But his closing down in that moment was like, stay 2 yards away from him. I don't know what we were doing. I'm not singling out Rudiger at fault for this goal. They were all stupid. Like, the whole team were just stupid for that goal to happen. And then, obviously, it was a great goal. And then also, you know, I don't want to blame Kepa. Of course not. He can't help that he's short. But had we had a taller keeper, he saves that. Again, not blaming Kepa, but like, well... sometimes you could do with a slightly taller goalkeeper. It's just, it was shocking. It was absolutely shocking. We did everything wrong. I mean, we didn't do anything going forward. We didn't move. We didn't pass. Defensively, it was all fucking over the place. And let's not even mention the fucking third goal. That was probably the stupidest goal I have seen in my entire life. Like, it's certainly up there. Zinchenko, the left back, you know, that's actually a central attacking mid, but playing left back and being better than Alonso and Emerson combined, just chipped the ball into the box. David Luiz had to lean backwards kind of because he kind of came down slightly behind him, but still managed to head it away. Right to Ross Barkley just outside our box. And you're like, well, that's all right. Ross Barkley can either just, you know, head it further away or take it down and just clear it or do something with it. What does Ross Barkley do? He heads it back towards the keeper, towards Kepa. When Aguero was still stood between Kepa and our defenders. And obviously, Aguero being Aguero, he obviously pounced on that ball and just put it in and made it 3-0. And how much time was gone? Like 15 minutes or something? It was ridiculous. What are you doing, Barkley? I mean, what was that? Having a go at Alonso and then you do that. But also, again, I don't want to blame Kepa. I actually love the guy and he's a great goalkeeper. But how is he stood in his line? Like, just when that cross comes into the box, he can't be stood on his line anymore. Surely not. And I'm also told by, very good, I don't know, sources, people that just know what they're on about with goalkeeping. I don't know much about goalkeeping, but they do and they told me that. And I agree, basically. So, it just pisses me off. Everything was wrong. From top to bottom. Higuain was probably a best player, I'd say. And Hazard didn't do anything, but actually he was all right. I said in the preview on Friday, we needed them. They were key. Well, I mean, they didn't really show up. Was it fully their fault? Not at all. But we just didn't show up. And, I remember people in the comments of my preview saying, I can't lick City's arse that much. And, they're not even that great and all of that. Even though I ended up predicting a draw, which was, in hindsight, obviously a bit stupid. But that's what I'm on about. They are that good. Yes, we were that bad. But they are that good. They just smacked us 6-0. 6-0. We just lost 6-0. Fucking hell. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. I'm just lost for words. What the fuck was that? And to be honest, like I said earlier, until then I was fuming. Especially that third goal. It just triggered me. And I was like, well, this is game over. I mean, might as well go home now. What are rules? What are the rules if you forfeit a game? Don't you just lose 3-0? Might as well have gone home. Because we were just dead at that point. We were just absolutely dead because Gundogan made it 4-0 in the 25th minute. Again, we gave Man City all the space in the world. I can understand it. You're fucking 3-0 down and there's only 20, 25 minutes played. Of course you're going to be distraught and not even going to work that hard anymore. I fully understand it. Everyone would be the same. As much as we won, I don't need to fight and this and that and this and that. It's fully understandable. It's still fucking annoying, isn't it? I mean, we gave them all the space in the world. Aguero got the ball in the box. That's when we finally started to close them down. Really, actually, with decent tackle, dispossessed Aguero. It fell right to Gundogan just outside the box, and he just curled it at bottom right corner. Again, Kepa got his hand on it, just like he did for the 2-0, which, couldn't keep it out again. I'm not going to go into the too tall thing again. He kind of had to stay with the near post first. It's a tricky one. Maybe a taller keeper saves again. Again, not criticism of Kepa at all. He can't help that he's not taller. It's just a matter of fact. And then actually, 4-0 down, Pedro, just 2 minutes after we conceded the 4-0, Pedro was actually 1-on-1 with Edison after Higuain backheel. Great play. Good through ball by Jorginho to Higuain in the first place. And then Pedro just couldn't get his shot past Edison. Just hit it straight at him. Dreadful effort. Dreadful effort. And actually, I said it at the start, I'm going to pick out the slight positives that there were. The period from after going 4-0 down until half-time was impressive. I mean, we had a few odd chances. Higuain had a volley from well outside the box that Edison had to do really well to save. But the fighting spirit that they showed in that time period, in those, almost 25 minutes, 20 minutes or whatever, 20 minutes, sorry, what am I doing? 25 minutes they scored. So 20 minutes. In that 20 minutes, the fighting spirit was somehow impressive. We were 4-0 down at Man City. And suddenly we got into the game. Of course, Man City took their foot off the gas. Of course they did. But no matter how much they do that, the fighting spirit that we didn't just completely collapse at that point, fair play. But, still, Man City, of course, took the foot off the gas and we still didn't score. Because obviously Pedro, didn't score that. At least we could have scored one. Maybe if it, what is it, 27 minutes gone. If we get one back, maybe we'll end up losing 4-2 and it doesn't look that bad. Do you know what I mean? We wouldn't have won from that point, obviously. But, 6-0. I mean, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, that then was half-time. There was no substitutions at half-time. And, the first thing that happened in the second half was Man City hitting the bar. Obviously through Aguero. But thankfully they didn't score at that point at least. Then Kovacic came on for Ross Barkley in the 52nd minute. When, Barkley was dreadful, as he always is. Except against Huddersfield. Sorry, yeah, he played well against Huddersfield. Let's not praise fucking Ross Barkley. Yay. That's what I said after the Huddersfield game. It was fucking Huddersfield. That's by far the worst team in the league. Alright, we beat them. Great. Congratulations, us. And then Azpilicueta just lost his head. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the guy. He just lost his head after Sterling went past him for the 50th time in the game. And, then he just hacked him down in the box. Penalty awarded, rightly so. Aguero stepped up and scored, obviously. How much time was gone? I forgot to note down the minute. Around an hour, a bit less than an hour. Who really cares when we conceded the 5th goal? And then it just turned into a game of nothingness for a while. I mean, we tried and we couldn't. City didn't even properly try, but still were more dangerous than us. Loftus-Cheek came on for Pedro. No idea why that substitution happened, to be honest. What difference does it make? I mean, yes, play the young English player, okay, but it's not his position, is it, right wing? It's not fucking his position. Play him at left centre mid where he's actually meant to play fucking, do you know what I mean? Actually, Emerson also came on for Alonso. Even if there were only a bit more than 50 minutes to go, that I thought was quite telling. Again, not that it made a difference, because City almost made it 6-0. when they really should have, but they didn't. They kind of bottled it. We kind of just missed another sitter, kind of. But then they did make it 6-0 in the 80th minute, and to be honest, they were just running rings around us. Whenever they turn it on in the second half, it wasn't even a full gear change. It was just like initiating the clutch. That's all. Other than that, they were just in neutral. And then as soon as they initiated the clutch in the second half, they were just dangerous and scored or almost scored. It was ridiculous. And like I say, they did make it 6-1 in the 80th minute. Running rings around us. Jesus just went past everyone, basically passed off his cheek, past Aspilicueta, past everyone, and then Silva with an unbelievable pass, left his cheek, fell asleep. Fair enough, we're 5-0 down. Who gives a fuck? Then Zinchenko made a good running behind, fisted across the box, and then Sterling was just stood there to tap it in. And yeah, I mean, that was really it. Nothing else happened. And today it's just shocking. But what do we do now? What the fuck do we do now? We lost 4-0 to Bournemouth, then we go and beat Huddersfield 5-0. And then we lose 6-0 to Man City. We conceded 10 goals and scored 0 in our last 2 away games. Well, we scored 5 and conceded none in our last home game. We're just all over the place. Like, what is Sarri going to say? I'm not going to be Sarri out now. I'm not saying Sarri's all awful and Sarri ball is shit, because we're not fucking playing Sarri ball. Am I saying that Sarri did everything right today? Of course he fucking did. And he started Alonso. I mean, I said yesterday there's rights and wrongs for both, and it's going to be one of them. Well, hindsight is a beautiful thing. Yeah, and Alonso is always shocking. But Barkley should never have started. Barkley should never start any big games. And what the fuck is he doing? Heading back to Kepa from there. I mean, I don't know. Go back to Everton or something. Don't give a fuck. Just go away. It just annoys me so much. The fact that we signed him when we had Loftus-Cheek and now he's actually playing ahead of him. Makes my head explode. Do you know what I mean? Makes my fucking... It's the same with fucking Pulisic. When we have Hudson-Odoi. No, that's like Pulisic for 60 million when he's no better than Hudson-Odoi. Signing someone for 60 million that shouldn't be more than a bench player. Great. Fucking great. I mean... But what do we do? Like, I don't know. I don't think we should do it. I'm not sure whether we will do it. But I want to know, do you think Maurizio Sarri will be sacked by Chelsea after this? That's what I want you to answer with this poll up there. Do you think Chelsea will sack Maurizio Sarri now? I mean, losing 6-0. Biggest defeat in Premier League history. First time we conceded 6 goals in Premier League history. Do we sack him now? I don't know. I don't think we should. But 6-0. Roman Abramovich does not let that slide. Even though he knows this is a process and a transition, 6-0 is a bit extreme. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, we have to change things. I mean, Sarri has to understand now. It doesn't matter. We're now 6th. Because of goal difference, we're actually behind Arsenal as well. United are 4th. Arsenal are ahead of us on goal difference, even though we're level on points. It doesn't fucking matter now. Like, yes, he has to get results, but, he just has to understand now that some of these players just are not good enough. Whether that's Alonso, whether that's Ross Barkley, whether that's Kovacic as the left centre mid, whether that's Pedro, whether that's Willian, it just doesn't matter anymore now. Just play the youth. It just doesn't matter. I don't know whether we can recall any players from loan without a transfer window. Probably not, because it's not FIFA when you can do that on career mode. But if we can, fucking do it. I don't care. Like, just do something. Like, you have to play Loftus-Cheek. You have to play Callum Hudson-Odoi. I mean, I don't even know. Play Ampadu. I don't know where. He's not going to play at centre-back because David Luiz and Rudiger actually quite decent. Even though we're both shocking today. We're all shocking today. The front three, I can't even blame them so much. Higuain was actually decent, I thought. It was actually good. Hazard had great dribbles. I mean, didn't do much, of end product-wise, but it was actually decent. I mean, Pedro didn't do anything and Loftus-Cheek didn't do anything. Well, Pedro missed that sitter, I guess, but I don't know, just the midfield and the defence were shocking. But we just have to change it now. There's no point. Like, there's no point trying to change a 31-year-old Willian, a 31-year-old Pedro, and just stop trying. Play Loftus-Cheek. If his back is fine, just play him. Play Callum Hudson-Odoi. Play the lot of them. There's no point doing anything else now. I'm not going to go into this stupid debate again of plan B and plan A. It wouldn't have made a fucking difference again. When you defend like that, you can defend with 10 players and it doesn't make a difference. When your player heads it back to your keeper, when there's a striker between the keeper and the defenders, it does not matter what you do. And when Alonso, or when you're left back, whether that's Alonso or Emerson, I'm sure Emerson could have made that mistake. He didn't, of course. It was Alonso. But when Alonso just forgets about a player on his side of the pitch for a free kick in the 3rd minute and then you concede from it, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Doesn't matter whether you play 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 or 10-0-0, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter, but we need to do something. Because it's ridiculous. I mean, could we be more up and down? It's like fucking mood swings. Do you know what I mean? Like, what did we do? I watched this game and I'm like, what can I see? We didn't run. City ran rings around us. And we were just shocking. There's no intricate tactical analysis to this. We're just shocking. We were good for 20 minutes, when City, didn't do much in the end of the first half. But other than that, it was just City doing their thing and us not moving. You know, that's all that it was, and it's just fucking disappointing. I don't know what we do. Obviously, we've got Malmo on Thursday. I mean, we're going to have to rotate, because then we've got United on Monday. So, you know, that's all going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're playing Man City in 2 weeks in the League Cup final. I mean, if we can somehow win that, I don't really know how, but if we can, good. Although I would rather finish top 4 than win the League Cup, but still, just don't lose higher than today. Just don't concede more than like 2 or 3 when we play them next. I don't know. I'm depressed. I'm angry. I'm sad. It's funny as well. I'm crazy. I'm going mental. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean, if you have any thoughts, just let me know that in the comments section below. I told you I didn't know what you were gonna get from me today. Ranting was in here, just crying basically was in here, laughing was in here. You got it all. You got it all today. You wanted to be entertained. If you're not a Chelsea fan, you wanted to be entertained. I hope you were entertained, because I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. Leave me all of your thoughts that you have down in the comments section below. Leave a like if you somehow enjoyed this video. If you want to cheer me up, that'd be nice. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I mean, obviously, no matter if it was 6-0, a 2-0 win, whatever it was, it's upwards and onwards. I love this football club. I love Chelsea, and we move on. We have to move on. There's nothing else we can do. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Up to Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.